There are some secrets we take to the grave and others we plaster online for laughs. This is Dirty Laundry, the show that asks, how well do you ever really know somebody? Today, I'm joined by a warm shot of milk, no chaser, Sam Reich.
Straight from the cow's teat.
A warm shot of cocaine, Katie Marovitch. A shot from a pistol, Jacob Wysocki.
Bang, bang.
And a shot of dirty booty, Raphael Chestang.
Wow.
Here's how the game works. I have a stack of secrets about our guests. They have to guess who each secret belongs to, but if it's their own, they'll have to make accusations to throw people off the trail. But be warned, we might have mixed in a secret or two about me or a bartender. Hey, Grant, what's today's special?
Lily, we're drinking one of my favorite daytime drinks, a Spanish coffee.
Don't like the words daytime drinks for Grant? All right.
Different priorities.
Here is how scoring works. You get 1 point every time you guess correctly, but if it's your own and you're able to fool everyone, you get 3 points.
Swear I never lied to you.
First secret. Who participated in a four-way kiss?
Wait, in real life? Because Katie did a sketch. Didn't you guys do a sketch where it was like four people?
There was a sketch in which
This was...
that Grant and I wrote.
That's right.
And it was,
Of course, you
it was
freaks.
Zach Oyama, Trap, and myself who shared a sweet kiss.
Remember pre-COVID?
I know. Wait, did that say three-way?
It said participated in a four-way kiss, and
So this was three people.
I'm going to make my decision based on who has the best lips.
Okay.
I have been
Wait a
told
minute.
that-
Wait a minute.
Because who has the most attractive lips could potentially attract three people. to
Pucker
kiss.
up.
Yeah.
Let's pucker up.
Let me see a pucker.
Pucker
I
up.
have a good bugger.
Pucker.
Not you,
Oh
Sam,
my
sorry,
God,
okay.
that's your pucker?
Okay.
I'm insulted.
Okay, so it's not you. All right. Nice pucker.
Juicy
okay,
pucker.
I got a
do you
juicy
mind?
little pucker.
Oh, Jacob, I see you're hiding your pucker.
Yeah,
I'd happily
Jacob.
pucker.
Yeah,
Let's see your
Yes.
pucker.
Oh,
That's it. You did it.
that's the one.
That's the one. That's attracted all of us here. We're about to have a four-way kiss. Five-way kiss. Let's see your pucker.
I don't have Raph pegged for this.
Right.
I think it's a little spicy for Raph.
Yeah, that's too spicy. That's too much spice.
And as we know from the office kink test we all took, Raphael is vanilla, 100%
that's
Yes,
vanilla.
we did take
That's
that
right.
test.
And so I don't know why you put dirty booty in my drink.
That was me. There's dirty booty in everyone's drink.
Yes.
All right, let's get these final guesses in. Who do we think participated in a four-way kiss? Sam?
I feel like this could be Katie.
All
I
right.
do not like germs. I
Katie?
would absolutely never have done that.
Sam?
I am telling you.
Katie?
I guess you. I don't know
Flattered.
why.
I think I'm going to go Sam because he was offended that I didn't think his lips were kissable in a way that was like emotionally driven. That might be showing.
Yes.
something.
Raphael.
I'm going with Wysocki.
Yes.
Flattered.
That's
All
Honestly
right.
flattered. That's cool.
Will the four-way kisser please take a sip from their drink?
Just kidding.
She's a little rascal.
That's cool of you. That's cool stuff.
Myself and three friends at a New Year's Eve party. I initiated it. However, I do not like germs. And
Right.
so I said, let's put saran wrap over our lips.
Does that count? Does that count?
I don't think it counts.
And we kissed in a way that felt good for me, a germaphobe.
Remember when I said that was cool?
All right, that is 1 point for Sam.
Good job.
Next secret. Which one of you had such bad gas they had to go to the hospital?
Sam Reich. Sam and I share a heritage.
Yes, this does sound like this Jew.
Hey, as long as you're saying it, I'm not saying it.
My particular brand of gastro issue has nothing to do with gas being kept inside the body. It's gas being released.
Oh, it's escaping your body.
constantly.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
Fleeing.
you went to the hospital because of the gas. you were like, the gas is coming out so forcefully
Yes.
or whatever
But the
fuck.
gas, by the time it's out, it's not a problem. It's a non-issue.
It's true.
But if somebody's used to having gas go out and then the
All of
gas
a
is
sudden
not
it's
going out,
stuck.
that's the likelihood you're going to go hospital.
You're
This is
going
a
to the
sexy
hospital.
show, guys.
I could also see this being Raphael.
How's your stomach?
Thank you.
Just
Why?
saying.
Out of
I
what?
don't know. You seem like someone who went to the hospital for this reason.
Let's throw it to both of you. What's your relationship with gas?
I'll pass gas.
You'll pass?
I love to
Right.
pass gas.
Yeah?
Yeah. My line of defense is like, I wouldn't go to the hospital.
No,
Right.
Exactly.
Not my speed.
You
Yeah.
tough it out.
Yeah, I think also like it's a issue of health insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna have to toughen that one out.
Right.
Yes,
I tell you what I
do
did go
feel
to the
that.
hospital for. A fucking kidney stone. And I'm gonna
Same.
tell you what, and I went, oh, really?
Absolutely.
Kidney bros.
Kidney bros.
Kidney bros.
Oh.
Kidney.
You know, you can ride a roller coaster and pass some of
Not
those.
kidney.
And I,
You can
I
shake
can
it out.
see that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
You
can see
can't
that.
ride a roller coaster if you've had a kidney stone.
No,
No,
no.
you can. Sometimes the shakes
it'll,
it out
it'll
of
help
you.
you pass it.
That's good to know. Let's say that clear for the audience.
Six Flags?
The doctor's like, I
Yeah.
prescribe you the Anaconda. Six Flags.
I love getting prescribed the Anaconda.
All right, have we got our final guesses in? Jacob, who do you think it is?
I'm gonna go Katie.
You're going Katie.
Yeah.
Raphael, who do you think it is?
I mean, I go Sam. That one makes
Yes.
the most sense.
It's Sam. I'm going Sam.
Sam, who do you think it is?
I'm going to go Raph.
Will the person who had such bad gas they had to go to the hospital take a sip of their drink?
It's had to be you.
It's gotta be.
Sam, it's you. Take a
Unless.
That's another point for Sam!
This is when I was in college.
Okay.
I went to Bible college. Does everybody know this? Anyway, this is 4th of July thing, like bash, whatever.
party. They call them parties.
No, it was a bash. so you know, it's a lot of like a lot of meats,
Yes.
a lot of salted meats. And I was in college. I wasn't drinking water. And so I was very dehydrated. I ate way too much, didn't chew the food. And yeah, my guess, yeah. And it got really bad. And I was like cramping up. I knocked on my cousin's door and then I just collapsed on the floor.
Wow.
And then he was like, they got Rafi. He didn't know what happened. So he's thinking, this is in Chicago. He's thinking like
That you've been hit.
Damn. A bullet full of gas.
and then they called an ambulance. And
Is
then
it
they
the middle
came.
of the night at this
Yeah,
point?
it was in the middle of the night.
Ambulance?
Yeah, they
That's
called
so
an ambulance.
expensive.
What was the diagnosis?
Farts. Farts
You were
in
so
it.
dry that if you farted, you were gonna crack your butt.
Yeah, just nothing but dust.
Just
Like
your butt would have
talcum
cracked.
powder.
Yeah.
Just
Next secret. Which one of you got stitches in the pit of a punk rock show?
Jacob.
Interesting.
Point of clarification. Got stitches in the pit?
Yeah, what is
Got
Reread.
stitches in the pit
Got
of a
stitched
punk
up,
rock
Got
show.
stitched in the pit,
Stitched in the pit?
or needed stitches.
Got hit in the pit, needed stitches.
in the
Okay, now
pit.
who would
If-
phrase something like that?
But if
Can you
it's,
clarify the
it's
story
phrasing
for
is
us?
not.
Yeah, just tell us what happened.
I don't. Why is it me automatically?
Just tell us what happened. We just want to
You're-
know. We need clarification.
What about it makes it so quickly me? Are you not a music guy?
I'm not a punk rock guy.
I mean-
Bible college.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you.
I can. What's your? I mean, I don't even really like. I couldn't even name a ton of punk bands.
What is your favorite genre of music?
Honestly, probably like dad rock, like Led
Dad-
Zeppelin.
Oh, sure.
I like to go to live music, but I like bob my head and I'm like,
Yeah.
Sure,
we're
sure.
safe
I'm the
here.
same.
That's why you
Yeah.
needed stitches, because you weren't vibing with everybody else.
They were like, who is this dad rock guy hanging out in our punk rock? Get him out of here.
Let's get our answers in. Who got stitches in the pit of a punk rock show?
Wysocki.
Katie thinks it's Jacob Wysocki. Jacob, who do you think it is?
I mean, I gotta go with Sam.
I think that's a good guess.
Sam, who do you think it is?
I think it's you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raphael?
Katie.
Me.
Whoa.
Okay.
Really?
just to keep that 3
You
point
just-
out. Yeah.
Will the person who got stitches in the pit of a punk rock show please take a sip of their drink?
No.
Of course.
Obviously.
There it is. There it
It
is.
had to have been you.
This band was playing and they were putting on a good performance, and they energized me, and I decided to participate in the pit, and I like immediately got drop kicked by somebody.
Oh my God.
And was hit so hard that I was like thrown back onto a table where
Oh
I
my God.
crunched into the table and crushed an entire table worth of glass, and then just like fell on the ground, and then like somebody helped me up, because that's proper pit etiquette, kids. Help them up.
Yes.
Somebody helped me up, and I like felt fine, and I was like, yeah, baby. And then somebody was like, you're bleeding really bad.
Oh my God.
And there was like a puddle of blood at my arm.
Puddle
and my-
mud.
Yeah. And a security guard threw a dish towel and some duct tape on my arm and was like, you should be good.
Were you sober at the time?
I think I had like maybe a beer or two and then like a little bit of weed. Don't tell my lawyer.
Don't tell your
Your
lawyer.
lawyer could know.
Yeah, I was also alone at the show. So I just like had to deal with this alone. I was like,
Aw.
none of my
I would've
comedy
helped
friends
you.
are down to go to a
Sure.
punk show.
I'd go with you.
We can all go.
Fucking excellent.
All of us.
Do it.
Everybody here.
Everybody.
We all line up in a little line behind Jake, and we just all hold and we do the little cha-cha.
Don't hurt my friends.
Another point for Sam, and the first point for Katie. Next secret. Who almost died from a nosebleed?
Me.
That's
Katie.
got
That
Katie
feels
ready.
like
Wait, I was gonna say Raphael.
Do you
You
get
just went to get the farts out of your butt.
Have you ever had a nosebleed before in your life?
Yes, from taking too much cold medicine. And that's not
Cold
cold for
medicine.
anything. No, that's
Cold
not cold
medicine.
for anything. I literally took too much.
Yeah, my Robitussin was causing a lot of drip. It's weird. It smelled like diesel gasoline.
Wait a minute, this could be Grant.
That's
True.
Grant did many times.
But if you're having it a lot, it's not killing you.
Yeah, you're able to live with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
I've had nosebleeds since I was young.
What is a nosebleed? Like, what's bleeding?
Your brain.
Your brain?
No, I don't know. No, that can't be true.
I mean, your nose is bleeding. It's coming from the capillaries in your
Yes.
nose.
You know a
Okay,
lot
he
about
knows
that.
a lot
You
about
know
the
a
science
lot
of
about that.
nosebleeds.
It's not hard to understand what a nosebleed is.
Where is
It's not
the
hard
blood?
at all.
Where's the blood coming
I'll tell you what, not the brain.
Oh,
All right, let's get these final guesses in. Who almost died from a nosebleed?
I so desperately want a point on the board. I'm going to fucking flip out if I'm wrong.
All right, Jacob, let's get your guess in first.
I hope it's Katie,
You can
because I
lead
will
the charge.
lose it
you're
if I'm not on
losing
the
it,
board.
buddy. Get ready to lose
All
it.
right. Raphael, who do you think it is?
We all instinctually thought Katie.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Truly from the depth of our souls. We're all just like, yes, miss.
It's not me.
Sometimes
Please don't vote for me.
I vote for Katie.
I
Katie-
vote for Sam.
Okay.
Sam, who do you think it is?
It's gotta be Katie. It just has to be.
Oh, all right.
Will the person who almost died from a nosebleed please take a sip of their drink?
So it's called epistaxis.
I said Grant.
Okay. All right.
I said
Okay.
Grant so
Yeah.
many times.
All right.
Oh.
Katie.
Don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
It was not me. I've never had a nosebleed, and that was not a lie.
You could have
And
gotten a
Grant
point
has
for
had
guessing for
many.
me.
I'm an idiot. I'm stupid.
I almost did that.
I'm pissed.
It was my third day of high school, and I get nosebleeds a lot because I'm really cool. And I was in the bathroom, doing my nosebleed thing, and I moved the tissue, and I was like, "Oh, I'm pouring blood into the toilet. I'm just like a stream of blood coming out of me into the toilet." Until I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna," and I passed out. They had to cauterize it with an electric needle.
Wow.
They had to close the wound. To this day, my septum shifts this way because they broke it when they were in there with their electricity.
Dang.
Glad you're still with us, man.
Oh my
I'm glad to
God.
be here. Thank you.
A
Wow.
warrior.
Thank you.
A warrior.
Thank you.
That is it for round one. It's time for us to take a little break. Hey, Grant, what are we drinking?
Today's cocktail is a Spanish coffee, and nobody freak out, but I'm gonna set it on fire. To start it, I'm going to do a little bit of lime around the rim of an Irish coffee glass, and I have a plate of sugar here. I'm just gonna take the glass and turn it upside down, and I'm gonna add 3/4 of an ounce overproof rum. The original recipe calls for 1/4 ounce of orange liqueur. I really like the orange in this, so I'm gonna add a full 1/2 ounce. Start your flame. Start it away from the glass so you don't get that lighter fume in there. Tilt it just a bit. Letting that heat from the burning alcohol caramelize that sugar around the rim just a little bit. Use tempered glass for this because it's gonna get pretty warm. To put it out, you're just gonna take your little sugar rimmer right on top. Before we add anything else in there, I'm just gonna take some heavy cream. I'm gonna add it right to my shaker. I'm gonna add a few drops of vanilla extract. Now, you don't have to fully whip that, but you are gonna just add a little bit of air to it. Shake that up. We're gonna float it right on top. We're gonna add 1.5 ounces coffee liqueur, and we're gonna top that up to the sugar with hot coffee. Then we're gonna finish that off by very gently pouring our aerated cream over the back of a spoon so it sort of floats. Just grate a little bit of fresh nutmeg right on top. And that is my favorite daytime drink, Spanish coffee.
Swear I never lied to you.
Welcome back. Let's do a quick score recap. We have Sam Reich with 3 points, Katie Marovitch with 1, Jacob Wysocki with a big fat 0,
That's a big
Raphael Chestang with 0 as well.
Oh, in good company, my friend. In good company.
Loser. Just kidding.
Which brings us to our next secret. Which one of you accidentally dropped and killed a baby duck?
Jacob.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Wait, who grew up where?
What?
Did anyone grow up on a farm?
Did you say grow up weird with this
Where?
motion? Oh, weird.
W-H-E-R-E. I've never heard of
Where'd
it.
you grow up?
Where?
You know, do you understand? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Southern California in a little town called Lomita, the friendly little city.
Oh,
Wait,
nice.
Southern California?
A lot of ducks
Is that
there.
country town, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a country full of ducks.
I will say I grew up surrounded by ducks. You know, Massachusetts, Cape Cod, we got a lot of ponds, we got a lot of ducks, real New England vibes. I loved ducks. I would never kill a duck.
No, well, I
It
don't
was an
think this person.
accident.
Yeah. Oh, it's you! It was you!
No. Hold on.
It would
Hold on a
have
second.
been an
Wait
accident.
a second.
Wait, can I just say, I'm from Chicago. We're from Chicago.
Yeah.
It was not us. We had no access.
I
You could have gone and
There are
vacation and killed
ducks
a
in
duck.
Chicago.
Yeah.
No,
No.
not
There
where
are
we could have
ducks
grabbed
everywhere.
them.
I think
But
we all
it-
got to acknowledge that this is an accident. It could have happened to any of us. It only happened to one of us.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully.
Everybody drinks.
How do you kill a duck by dropping?
Wait,
Right,
accidentally
from-
dropped and killed. Okay.
From what kind of a height?
Right.
Off a 20-story building.
A tall person. Grant!
No, because I'd also have to be very clumsy. And that's not.
And he's from a country area.
You're not from country,
I'm from
Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. We did have a lot of Canadian geese.
Is a geese
We
a
said
duck?
ducks.
And
Is
this
a
turns out to be a
geese
fucking
duck?
dead goose. I'm walking. Okay. Can I ask everybody just a quick yes or no question,
Yes.
and then I'll be
Yes.
prepared to make my guess?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to ask everybody. Just look me in the eyes and then answer yes or no. Do you feel bad about killing that duck?
Yes, I do. I didn't do it. I just felt bad when you asked me. It was
Do you feel bad? Do you feel bad about killing that duck?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you feel bad about killing that duck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
mean,
him.
yeah.
Jacob,
I
I
say no. How would I say
I'll-
no?
I'll be impressed to see if this method works.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay.
All right, in that case, let's start the guesses. Jacob,
I think it's
it's
Raph.
Grant.
Yeah.
Raph, who do you think it is?
I'm gonna say Wysocki.
Katie, who do you think it is?
Grant.
Sam, who do you think it is?
I don't even want to know.
I just gotta go with my gut here. I think it's Wysocki as well.
Sad.
Will the baby duck murderer please take a sip of their drink and hang their head in shame for what they did? She tricked all of you.
Of course.
Aren't
Of
you?
course
a-
it was me. I'm evil.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She even gave you a little laugh when she looked you in the eye.
So you dropped the duck, then killed it.
No, you.
You wrung its neck, it dropped it, it said, I'm fine. I'm okay. And you were like, no, you're not.
I was in 3rd grade. We had ducks and chicks.
Oh, no.
In our classroom, and I went over, was not supposed to be holding it. It was supposed to be supervised. Didn't give a fuck. And I grabbed it out of the cage.
Katie.
Pretty cool not to care. They didn't have that rule for a reason.
And it slipped It had just been born. It
Katie.
slipped through my fingers.
Katie.
Splat.
Katie.
It was horrible. I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is what
God.
happened. I'm telling a story. I actually felt quite bad. I think I blamed it on someone else. I think
Who did you blame it on?
I think they asked what happened because it was Zoe, the duck that I had named, and I did not fess up. I was absolutely.
Who did you
not.
blame?
Was there a big, tall, clumsy guy in class that you blamed?
I was very well behaved. No one suspected me, and I got away with it.
Had you not killed that duck, there could be multiple generations of ducks.
I know,
that had
that's so
come from
sad.
that.
When you think about it, it wasn't just one duck's life you ruined. It was so many.
To be fair, it was like literally a couple of hours old. It was like, have you ever
To
seen?
be fair.
Why is that fair?
That doesn't make it better, Katie. It absolutely makes it worse.
No, it's more fair to get before you get to have a full life.
To be fair, an animal has never been more vulnerable.
Fair.
Guys, there was a deadly earthquake. Don't worry, it happened at the infant ward. There's no survivors.
To be fair, yeah.
All right, that is 3 points for Katie
That
Marovitch,
sucks.
and
Terrible.
we don't like that.
So sorry.
Next secret, which one of you?
Did you get the more alcoholic one?
I don't think so.
Grant, did you give me?
There's a lot of alcohol in both
Just
of
give
them.
me a little bit more.
You probably can't taste it because it's rum.
Yeah, it's just
know,
rum.
You
but I
definitely can't.
But I want it to be much
Jesus.
stronger. Thank you, Grant. That's
You're welcome.
exactly what I want.
What's that? It's like 1 in the afternoon.
It is.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere.
You know they
It
say
is
that.
not even 5 o'clock in New York yet. All right. Next question. Which one of you shot a soft core porn?
No.
Holy
It has to be some of you.
Wait, how soft
Actually?
Yeah, I want to know.
Mine wasn't softcore.
Wait, none of us.
But who?
Maybe
but
they're the
what do we
gaffer.
think people consider soft porn? Because I think what
That's the
Katie would
discussion I want to have.
what Katie would consider soft porn, I'd be like, that wasn't. You were in a commercial for Pampers or something.
Sure.
No, I wouldn't have thought that was porn.
Yeah, what does make it soft core versus hardcore when there's
Simulated
Yeah, there's no
penetration
actual-
versus
there's none of this.
penetration, I think.
None of this.
Oh.
When I think softcore porn, I think like late night HBO,
Right,
you
right.
know, like
Yeah.
You can
mostly like middle up.
yeah. It wasn't Grant because he would have told us about it a lot.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We would have never
Unless
heard
it's
the
like
end.
a thing. Unless it's like a thing that could harbor some embarrassment. Not saying that it
No,
does
we would know.
intrinsically,
We
but
would
like
know.
personally, yeah.
Yeah. No, we would know.
We would know.
I think it's Wysocki.
Discover more.
I think it is one of these two. It's not us.
Final guesses for who shot a softcore porn. Raphael.
Wysocki.
Jacob Wysocki.
You know, I'm just gonna guess Sam until I get it right.
Katie.
Sam.
Sam.
I guess Jake.
Will the person who shot a softcore porn please take a sip of their drink?
Can't wait
No.
to see who this is. I can't wait to see who this is.
No.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, it was behind the camera. I had a couple friends, guy and a woman. She got it in her head that a great Valentine's Day present for him would be her in a homemade softcore porn with another woman.
Is it a porn if it's not for distribution? Or is it not just
Yeah.
a sex tape?
If a porn falls in the woods and no one's around,
That's a sex tape.
Sex
I
tapes
agree.
are porn.
I will say we went
true.
for authenticity. We went for like
Cool.
a true like 90s retro vibe.
All right. Was there music?
There was music.
All right. Next question. Which one of you smoked opium by accident? Ooh, a lot of accidents in this group. Didn't do it
By
on purpose.
accident?
I mean, if it was
Yeah.
accident, it could be anybody.
Yeah.
That's very
not even
true.
big
I will say Sam was very punk rock
Cool.
in his young days.
He was very
That's
cool.
what I'm
He showed
saying.
us
He's
a
like got the
picture.
flannel.
He showed us he's the secret cool guy.
Yeah,
showed us a
Sam,
picture.
show us.
I showed these guys a picture earlier of me with blonde hair and a dark goatee and a
But it was
cigarette.
cool. I know it doesn't
I
sound
wanna-
cool,
wait,
but it was.
Oh my God, that's you?
Yeah, see?
It's definitely one of you two.
It's not me.
I get that. Like I'm a cool guy, and like I do
Yeah.
openly smoke weed. Don't tell my lawyer.
Again,
Why?
you and your lawyer should be on the same page
Yeah.
about
He
this.
doesn't
stuff.
need to know what I do.
Okay.
Jacob has had a lot of jobs, so sometimes you have to be clean to work
That's
at all
true.
your jobs.
True.
I didn't smoke weed for 6 months before I started a new job because it lives in your hair for
That's
that long.
true.
And
That's
I was
true.
afraid. And then
That's
they
a
didn't
good
do jack
point.
shit. And I said, well, I wasted 6 months.
Yeah, real waste of time.
Waste of time. Waste of time.
Well, that's 6 months. Totally.
I'll never get back. All right, let's get our final guesses in. Sam, who do you think smoked opium by
This is
accident?
tough.
This is really tough. I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go with Grant.
I've never smoked in my life.
Here, put that up.
Let me hit that.
I'm gonna go with Sam.
Jacob?
I'm stuck between. I feel like I could see you being that. Yeah, I'll take that acid, whatever,
Yes,
man.
take an
But I
acid
could
in
also
Europe.
see like a Bible boy not knowing a situation that
Bible
he's
boy.
in. I gotta go Siggy in the mouth.
Another vote for Sam. Raphael?
I'll say Sam.
I'm switching my vote.
Too late. Will the person who smoked opium by accident please take a sip of their drink?
Mother.
Why did you do that?
Absolutely.
I was in Seattle, Washington, and these like truly like dung beetle level crusty hippies. They were digging for dinosaur bones.
Cool.
And they're like, yeah, we just like dig bones and sell them on the black market. First clue.
That's bad.
First clue that they were weird people.
Yeah.
And they're like, would you like to smoke some space hash? And I said, yeah, I know what hash is. I love to smoke weed. But then they pulled out like a blowtorch, and that should have been like, that should have been number 2.
Oh my
like, this isn't
God.
going well. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, this is the craziest weed that I've ever smoked.
Mhm.
I feel really unsafe and really unwell.
That's something different.
I was like,
Yeah.
that sounds like it's for me, baby, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I might have done that.
Mhm.
All right. Final question.
Final question. Oh,
Which one of you puked on a pop star?
Well, Wysocki is from here.
That logic. It's like, well, you're from LA. You had to have seen tons of pop stars.
yeah.
You're swimming in Hollywood.
What Rav is trying to say is, as a baby, you were probably handled by pop stars.
I mean, my au pair was Drew Barrymore.
What?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
It was totally true.
But she's not
But
a
not
pop
a pop
star.
star.
No.
Wait, a pop star. It's not Sam.
I don't know. Sam grew up very well connected. Maybe met
But in
at a.
politics, not in pop culture.
Those things are.
Those worlds mix.
Yeah, my au pair was Al Gore.
Yeah.
Raphael,
Yes,
look me in the eye.
I'm looking you in the eye.
That's all.
So there's really only 2 scenarios here that I can think of. One is we're talking about a baby.
It's like-
And
Wait,
Yes.
why a baby?
like
I think a drunk person.
well,
Yeah.
that's scenario number 2.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I
You
did say 2. Katie, I did say 2. Like maybe actually this was like a person's babysitter who went on to become a pop star.
Oh.
Like this is technically true. The second scenario is, yeah, we're talking about some sort of wild Hollywood night.
Ooh.
I got to be honest. I grew up in a small, lower middle class area.
Yes.
Sure.
I was not fucking pop stars all the time.
We
you
never
know?
said
We're
We
like-
never
Okay.
said
We
fucking.
never said-
Nobody said fucking. Nobody said fucking.
You thought you were having sex with a pop star, and then you puked all over him?
Yeah.
That's what you think happened.
Do you think?
What I'm hearing is you guys think that I'm a star fucker.
That's not what anyone is accusing you of.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
Katie, do you ever throw up?
Me?
Yeah.
Literally all the time.
So that's something worth asking. How often do people puke? I'm
I
not a very
puke
nauseous person.
Literally constantly. I have an issue that is unresolved with my doctors. I will be shopping. I'll whip open the store door and I'll just vomit onto the sidewalk.
Jesus
You'll
Christ.
whip open a store door,
I'll
and
whip it
there
open.
is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yes.
I did not do that. I have a pretty strong
No, you
stomach,
don't.
I
No,
would
you
say.
don't.
You went to
lie,
the doctor
don't
for
lie.
farts.
Wait, don't lie to
Fair,
our
though,
face.
that's not puke and fart is the whole
No,
different
it's
world.
digestive
Yeah.
system, and that is related, sir. You puked. Sir, good
Yes,
day.
ma'am. Yeah.
All right,
Loud and clear.
let's get these guesses in.
It's Raphael. It's Raphael.
Raphael, who do you think puked on a pop star?
Katie.
Oh, really?
Jacob, who do you think puked on a pop star?
Bible school, ton of
Chronic
pop stars.
puker.
It is absolutely
over-
Raphael. I know this for a fact, and I'm telling you factually.
That makes me feel like it's you. Then you're trying to like
Go
not give
right
the
ahead and vote for
vote.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
See if I give a little.
I'm gonna
cow's
just. I'm gonna guess Sam.
shit. Don't
All
guess
right.
Sam. I just told you who it was. It's Raphael. I know for a fact it's Raphael. Go ahead.
No, it's your
It's
turn.
Rob-
Katie
I
thinks
just
it's
said
rough.
Raphael.
Sam.
Wait, you said Katie?
I said Katie.
He
All
said
right.
Katie because it's Raphael.
I think we do a complete spread here. I'm going to do Wysocki.
Wow.
That's a waste of a vote.
Will the person who puked on a pop star please take a sip of their drink?
Do it.
You.
No.
I knew it. No one listened.
So I'm not gonna say who it was. We were at summer camp. It was a summer camp for the church. And I had eaten, I got a pizza, late pizza night in the mess hall or whatever they called it. I ate like half of it and I started to feel sick. And then one of my roommates was like, don't eat it. And I was like, I have to. And so I finished the whole thing.
The gall
that
of
night-
you to tell us that you have a strong stomach.
And that night I had food poisoning for the first time and it was just coming out every which way. It was 4 of us to a room, 2 bunk beds. The person beneath me was someone who eventually went on to become an R&B singer. And I woke up, projectile vomit on the wall that went straight down to their bed and then went back to sleep. Woke up, vomited again, and then that time I just explosively shit out of my,
Your butthole.
my butthole. But then I tried to go back to sleep, but I was like, no, I can't. How am I going to explain this?
I love sleeping with some puking shit. It's the best way to sleep.
All right, it is closing time. The final scores are Sam Reich with 3 points, Katie Marovitch with 6 points, Jacob Wysocki with 4 points, and Raphael Chestang with a big fat 0.
Oh, come on.
Which means our winner tonight is famous baby duck killer, Katie Marovitch.
Wow. Good on you.
Katie Marovitch, please go to the bar and collect your prize.
I have for you a pair of dirty laundry socks.
Yay!
And I have a bottle of dirty laundry wine.
All right. That's it for Dirty Laundry. I'm your host, Lily Dew, and here's hoping you become a regular. Good night. Which one of you has drank breast milk as an adult?
That baby's getting some, and I want to try it.
Move over.
I have a stack of secrets about our guests. Which one of you broke into an abandoned hospital, has had 3 sugar daddies, accidentally dropped and killed a baby duck, performed oral sex for the first time at Robert Downey Jr.'s birthday party?
Holy sh!
And they have to guess who each secret belongs to.
I look directly at Jess. You all think I'm a whore?
Oh no, it's not me.
Oh, well, it's not Seppi because she said it's not her. So.
I think it's a male. Here's why.
All right, let's hear it.
Oscar! Can we vote now? Can it be a speed round?
Will the 4-way kisser please take a sip from their drink?
Just kidding.
Yes!
She's a little rascal.
What?
I can't believe it.
That's 3 points to Brendan.
Why did you do
What he's
that?
been wanting this whole time.
And I do it again.
I did storm the Capitol.
Break into the White House. I did not break into the White House.
We are off the rails.
I'm your host, Lily Dew, and here's hoping you become a regular, but not as regular as Grant.
Jesus Christ, Grant.